Hey guys, it's Arco, and today I'm going to be playing City Skylines. I started playing this game for a little bit. Start up a new game, um, just to kind of get the hang of uh, how this game works. I'm pretty shit at it right now, but what I'm going to be trying to do is, I guess, remake or kind of try to get by, try to make a industrial city. And for those who don't know, for those of you that do know, wow, clapping, no, um, its industrial city is basically an idea that was brought in by a guy named Tony Garnier. This was it's basically a city plan. It was in Lyon, France in 1904. It's for the industrialization and city. That's basically what it was called, industrial city. So it's a pretty simple concept. You have like 3 to 4 main different areas where. Well, let me actually pick something because I can't chew gum and walk at the same time. Yeah, this looks like something. I think I'm gonna like a river place. They're kind of all river places, but I think this one's gonna do much nicer. Yeah, I think this is gonna be Cliffside Bay. We're gonna call it Industrial City. And yes, I am playing this on the PlayStation because I am poor. So we're just gonna bear with me while we're not doing left-handed traffic because we're not in Europe. Even though this is a European-based city plan, don't care. We're doing what we're doing. So we're just gonna start it up. So architect Tony Garnier, who was also a city planner, sought to resolve an issue with public housing, zoning restrictions, rules and regulations on how to combat situations in many city or in urban planners arose to attempt to fix by rebuilding and reorganizing these problem areas. So to kind of give a bit of a history, it's basically since the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, there have been kind of many drastic changes in society, especially one of the larger ones is people moving out from farmland to rural areas into industrialized cities. So, because that's where work was. So we're gonna... Oh, okay. Yes, I know how to play this game, kind of. Don't need to tell me. Oh, here we go. So, we're gonna hopefully get a river by that right-hand side. Oh, that fucking highway is gonna be a problem. Damn it. So we're gonna try to do something similar to this. Don't know how well that's gonna work. So if we have that, it's gonna be coming into the mountains. This is a terrible plan. Okay. So one of the things is, there we go. So how are we gonna do this? We are gonna have something that comes off here and from here, and then from sure, that's how that's gonna be. Clearly city planning. That's my specialization. Alright. So we are gonna need... Wow, we are already running into low funds. Fantastic. Low density Yes, so can we do districts already? Or is that... Yeah, that's way ahead of our time. Okay. So we're gonna do... Oh, we got more roads. So we're gonna trash all of this, as it's not important. Can I not? I'm not connected to both things. Just a little bit. No, okay. Why? Why am I not allowed to do that? Why I gotta use this? Actually, I do that, and then another single. Here we go. And then we're gonna do freeform. And then like that. Awesome. Alright. So they're kind of come into here. We're gonna get rid of... Yeah, we're gonna have one main one that's gonna... One main road that's gonna come out to the shoreline. And like I mentioned previously, I am not very good at this game. We're just gonna come out to here. Oh, it's gonna be coming out to here. Alright, and then we're gonna have, it's basically a gridded city, similar to New York, based on a grid. I said I'm gonna do something similar to the Tony Garnier's Industrial City. I don't know how well this is actually gonna come out now actually doing this. But if you stick around, we might find out. Alright, so we got that. That looks fine. And then we might have efficient planning. Hell yeah. And then we might connect it over. And one thing that I know we need is electricity. So, we do want to be eco-friendly here. So we're going to set some up here by the edge until we get to move them. Actually, we need some water as well. So we're just gonna... Can we stick a water thing here? We can, alright. It doesn't really say. It's all gonna be the same, isn't it? Yep. So we're just gonna stick it here. Tourist attraction is what it's gonna be. So we got our plumbing supplies. Plumbing supplies? That's not the word at all. Why can I not connect? Wow, I fucked up, didn't I? Yeah. There we go. And then, oh, I should have... I don't know how to plant cities, clearly. This is not a profession I have experience in. Oh, I I need more. See if we could be as efficient as possible. Although I highly doubt that any of this is gonna work out very well. And then we got a few kind of residential areas. So I imagine this all have one that's gonna be crossing. And then one that's gonna be crossing here. So let's get some of this going. Get some residential, some commercial. I don't really want to do industrial, as that's going to be a different part of the city, but we could definitely integrate some sort of oh man, this is gonna be bad. Can I just place a wind turbine here? I'm gonna just do that. Temporarily, this is all temporarily. Just so I can... Oh my goodness. Come on. There we go. Just so we have some power on at the meantime. Is it not? Is it not being powered? Okay. The wind turbine started to turn, so that should be fine. We will need a sewage system, and the water is flowing. It's not. Okay, cool. We're just gonna contaminate the first thing here. Temporarily, this is all temporarily. There we go. There's currently no people living here, which is good. We want to set up as much as we can. So this is all residential. And then we could stretch out some of this along these corners. You know, people like shopping. So there we go. Run this pipe here. There we go. And what do you mean you have no power? Build closer to the grid. There. And then we're gonna get rid of it. Oh, we can get rid of it. There. So you guys should be getting power now. Yeah, there we go. Some pretty crappy houses, but yeah. This reminds me of some sort of German thing. I don't know, it probably has nothing to relate to Germany. Anyways. So back to the thing that I was planning on doing. Tony Garnier, architect / city planner. The majority of his projects were he had different projects in France, primarily in Lyon. Some of the implementations that, you know, this brought was establishing of green spaces, which is essentially where people could gather. You know, he wanted setbacks should be based on zoning. You know, pretty contemporary now. Back then, not so much. You could build a factory next to your house and just have all the coal smoke just pumping it right through your living room, and you would have absolutely nothing to that, because nothing mattered back then. You were just like, yeah, you want to build there? Sure. So some more residential here. See, initially I was like, oh, this is gonna be easy, just talking and playing. Nope. Nope, no it's not, actually. So we're gonna get some residential in here. And here. We're gonna do select. And what we're gonna do is get rid of this. Ah, so I gotta hold it. I gotcha. Fill. So, you know, some commercial on the streets and some residential in these pockets. What the hell is that? Oh, we need power there. Shit. Didn't really think of that. Here is a... We actually need to connect it. Oh, we have connected it. Okay. So yeah, we're trying to use as much renewable. Yes, I know I could build an industrial zone. That's gonna be closer to the highway. So if we buy some property over here, yeah. So once we get that, we're gonna be on the upper right-hand corner of the freeway. So we could, you know, if there's resources there or whatever. So we're gonna get some hospitals up on the... Wow, it's so dark. Can't see a fucking thing. Cool. Alright, so yeah, anyways, I just fucking rambling on. Some of the, you know, I talked about zoning. So the industrial city was a proposal for a utopian community that would basically would be self-sustained and have its own kind of ecosystem in terms of economy, trade, you know, leisure. So basically everything somebody would need to kind of live. So establishment of a society. Work, relax, and, you know, get better, and then power, stuff like that. So basically this game is just about that. Anyways, so we're just kind of trying to get some sort of plan together to not go bankrupt before we build a city. And I think this goes up to 75,000 in population. So it's like a mega city or something like that, according to this game. A metropolis, right? I think that's what it would be. So something like New York. Metropolis. So in New York, we, I say we because I live there, we like to have road work everywhere, so that's why I'm putting pipes right where the road is, almost, kind of, not really though. You have construction companies basically all the time just digging up the whole road, constantly blocking up all the traffic, and just, you know, it's bad sometimes, especially in the mornings. People trying to get to work, and people don't want to. Hold on, I actually did this backwards because I should have done, okay, the house and then like straight to there. Got it. I should have built the road and then build the pipes that go underneath it, because, oh, okay, it's not that bad. It's pretty kind of accurate. Nice. Why does it keep switching to that? But anyways, back to this industrial city thing. So yeah, the proposal is to entailing working zoning, living zoning, farming zone, and governmental zones. It's kind of society and whatnot. Oh, we don't have enough money. We are losing a lot of money. Is there a way I can see how much money we're making? I like how we're getting power, but none of it's getting delivered out here. So we're gonna need to build this out. So yeah. Nope, not enough money. Got it. What we should do is just jack up the taxes immediately. I don't have access to taxes. Fantastic. Wow, we are about to go bankrupt. Can we borrow money already? We can't. Wow. We might bankrupt ourselves before we even get off the ground. Fantastic. Nice. We got people coming in. So yeah, anyways, I'll explain this thing to you, and to me, I guess to us, fine. About this whole city construction thing and what this crazy guy had in mind. So the city would be divided basically by a railroad station that would bring goods and people, and it would be basically the primary source of transportation, because hence this is like the 1900s, beginning of the Industrial Revolution, and the rail thing was like, you know, that was shit. That's this is where all the stuff is. Stuff? Fuck. Okay, this is where all the goods and services, this is the future basically of the city. This is the lifeline, the artery, if you will, for those medical professionals of the city. So, you know, the primary source of transportation if you were to go anywhere. So, leaving you, kind of, it would act as a deterrent of the distance. The inhabitants would be reluctant to basically leave, as they would have the necessities in their city, so it would make no sense to leave such a far distance. Although, I'm not really sure how that would work, because you would first need to come here, unless, you know, there's obviously incentives, just like today in the US. I don't know about other countries exactly, but primarily there, you would have, you know, the government basically sending you, lending you plots of land to kind of just, you know, settle there for a really good price, because nobody lives there, and they want people living there to increase the land value, GDP of the country, the land value in that area, not the country. And I mean, I guess that would affect the country. That's some sort of thing. I'm not an expert on that, so don't quote me on that at all. So yeah, it would act as the railroad would act as a deterrent. Currently, we don't have a railroad here, but we're just trying to get people to move in. Let's get more people. Let's get more people. Do we have all the services? Yeah, everything seems to be okay. We just built way too much, way too quickly. Oh, okay. Cool. We're gonna make historic buildings immediately after opening up a city. I think that's how that works. You gotta, like, let the building be there for a few years. So yeah, you know, and because they would have everything in their city, they wouldn't be wanting to leave, because that would make absolutely no sense to them and to the guy and to Tony. We're just gonna call him Tony from here on. Tony thought it was like dumb to leave when you have everything here, So something similar to villages that happened, I guess, in the in the mid-century, fuck. Hold on, I'm getting these time periods, the historians are gonna kill me. Basically, throughout the Dark Ages and the Middle Ages, people just moved into farms and they wouldn't really leave because they kind of have everything there, even though it was a shitty place and time to live, but, you know, you had food, which was kind of a big thing. Kind of the important thing to have if you're gonna like live and stuff. This is going great, isn't it? Just fantastically. Just doing really, really well. So yeah, and I don't know how I'm gonna edit this exactly, but the I'll be showing like the map of it. It looks absolutely nothing like this right now, but maybe we'll have like a central road. We might have some rail. We could build a rail, yeah. So you have like 3 separate areas, kind of like 4 almost, and you know, they would be reluctant to leave, basically. The residential zone would basically be made of a city grid system and would be located on the west side of the area. And, you know, a hydroelectric power station could be like somewhere in the mountains. When is it going to be day? Can we increase this? Yes, let's go into depth quicker. How do I... Ah. Let's see. Nice. They want more manufacturing. Alright, fine. Give them some manufacturing. Like here. There. Manufacturing. I thought I could do this without it, but I guess I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah. Fantastic. We're just gonna pollute this entire area with factories. Nice. Making me money. And they don't have any power, of course they don't. Well, you better build closer. Right? Come on, you're almost there. Just like a block away. I don't have money to support your fine. Give it a second, guys. Get more people to move in. Gonna have some power. And then you could move these colossal containers. Nice. Pollution. Should have probably made streets and then put them there, but I'm broke, so I don't have any money. Anyways, yeah, you would have like a hydroelectric station by like a water or like a river. So just take a look here. Kind of doing okay. I mean, we're in debt, but we're kind of doing okay, right? So like you would have a hydroelectric power station. Jesus, I'm just been like repeating myself. In like the mountain area, which you would have a kind of like a river flowing through it. But besides, you know, the electric station, you would also be able to have, you know, some medical facilities because, you know, mountains, fresh air, that was the belief. And it still is kind of, I think. You know, the fresh air helps you breathe better? Question mark? But it basically this